Hey guys, I wanted to take a second to shoot a video talking about the coronavirus, and I'm going to bring to the table something that people are not talking about when it comes to the coronavirus, because it's a very inconvenient truth, but it's the truth. But to be able to prove my point with this video, I have to go back to World War II, when Adolf Hitler was in power, and something that he had been working on perfecting a biochemical weapon. At the time, he did not have the finances or the funds or the resources available to him to be able to perfect that bioweapon. But in fact, the weapon that he had been working on was the coronavirus. He had not been able to test it correctly because the testing results had become inconclusive because the numbers were not coming in correctly. So what did he do? He outsourced his research, he outsourced the biochemical weapon that he had been trying to produce to China during World War II. That was one of the final things that Adolf Hitler did while he was in power, right before he took his own life at the end of World War II. So after he resourced the bioweapon to China, China had been working all these years on trying to perfect that bioweapon. And it was, in fact, the coronavirus. Now, let me go back to the origins of what the coronavirus was meant to do. The coronavirus was actually meant to depopulate an entire country. But not just that, the coronavirus was meant to actually be a weapon to depopulate the entire world system. But scientists were not able to conclusively prove that the bioweapon that they had been trying to perfect actually worked. So what China did was they used a smokescreen of teens and young adults protesting in the streets of Hong Kong for free elections and a free nation as a smokescreen to hide the fact of the biochemical weapon that they had been working on in the town of Wuhan. And it's funny that there's been the most casualties in the actual city where the coronavirus was made, which is in Wuhan, China, which is where the only chemical warfare lab is in China. That is where the coronavirus began. And that's where the outbreak began. Now, here's the question. If scientists knew what they were building and what they were working on, then how come there was no antidote or a cure for the coronavirus? You have to ask yourself that question. Why was there no cure? Because of the fact that it was being used and perfected to be a biochemical tool that would have been used to depopulate an entire country. But not just that, they had to be sure that the coronavirus, or if you want to say the biochemical weapon that they had been working on, they wanted to make sure that it would actually work within a certain time frame. So what they did was they leaked the coronavirus to the Chinese people to infect them to see just how quick the coronavirus would actually kill. Once they figured out how the time frame of how quick it would take them to be able to depopulate their country, they then started to focus on trying to see how long it would take for the coronavirus to infect the rest of the world. If there could be a biochemical weapon that could be used to depopulate the earth, then hypothetically, you could then form a one world government that could keep control of the entire earth by using a biochemical weapon to depopulate the earth. So that is the truth behind the coronavirus, and that is the truth of where it began. So we need to be aware that this is not just a conspiracy theory. The facts behind this are true, they're accurate. Even Channel 4, Channel 7, Channel 11, Channel 16 have all said that there is a rescendancy or a slowing down of the fatalities of the coronavirus. Ask yourself the question, why? Because they figured out the time frame and how quick the coronavirus would depopulate the entire country. And now what they're going to do is they're going to contain it, to perfect it, to be able to use the coronavirus as a biochemical weapon to depopulate the earth, so that when a one world government is formed, countries and governments will be able to have this biochemical weapon that can be used to control and depopulate the earth at the flip of a hat.